Hello survivors! Welcome to my bolt build in Soulstone Survivors. In today's video we are going to be taking advantage of synchrony, but we'll get into that while we're playing the game. For the actual build we are going to be running bolts only, so we are going to be using the Frostbolt, Lightning Bolt, Poison Bolt, Fire Bolt, Chaos Bolt and the Chromatic Bolt. A lot of bolts going on over there. They do all have the same taggings, with the exception of Lightning Bolt missing frontal. But anyway, we are using the second weapon of the Arcane Weaver for the more movement speed and XP gain. And we're going to just get straight into it after I've gone through the runes. So for the runes, we are running Multicast Mastery, Executioner, Synchrony, Adrenaline, and Unconventional Start. So let's get straight into it. We are going to go with Curse 48. We don't mind having the Void Presence chasing after us, but we do want to try and get the bolt skills right there off the bat. Now, I do just want to add something to this, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a maximum skill tree. So what that means is if you are trying to do something like this build and you aren't fully maxed out on your skill tree like I am, it will be a lot harder for you to, do this the same way I am, or you might have less damage compared to what I have in the video. And that is because the other character skill trees do add bonuses to your current character. Even though they are small, that extra bonus can take you a very, very long way. And why I say this, and a very good example of this, is if you do take the exact same build that you've got here and you had to do it on a character that doesn't have the right runes, or the Ascension and all of the buffs from the skill tree, and that you will notice a huge difference in the damage. And that's just something that I felt was appropriate to bring up to everyone, because it does make a lot of sense. So just in case you're wondering, hey Broken, how come you do so much damage with all of your builds? It's because I have absolutely everything unlocked, guys. It's not just the runes that we're using, it's also having everything unlocked in the actual skill tree. Alright, now we are using the adrenaline, so we do want to have I've got tooltips off, unfortunately. Where's it? There we go. So we do have adrenaline in the game, so we do want to get hurt, and we do want to get as much HP as possible as well, so that we are able to work on that adrenaline. We don't want that, and that's just going to help us. We could have taken the HP there, but we went for the vicious strikes, which is fine as well. Damage over there, we can go multicast on us, which is fine. And you can see it's pretty easy to get all of the bolt skills. And then we've also got, because we've got the chromatic bolt, it kind of gives us the taggings for like fire, ice, lightning, or electric and poison and things like that as well, or nature. So we will see a lot of those taggings come in common as well, which is fantastic. But we still need to hurt ourselves a bit more. We have way too much HP. So we need to get hurt so that our our cast speed is much better. And we're only looking for Lightning Bolt now. Normally we find it so often, and now for once we actually cannot find the Lightning Bolt. But we'll take the Bloodlust until then. And anyway, the Lightning Bolt was unfortunately missing a tag, so we lost damage without it anyway. But I'm sure we'll find it eventually. It should be coming to us anytime soon. But at least we get a buff going on over there. The other thing you could do is run the rune that gives you 7 slots, and then you grab Bloodlust as well. Or you do this on the Necromancer, because he has Unholy Bolt, which is also a bolt skill, so you can actually get 7 bolt skills in the game, but that's only doable on the Necromancer if you wanted to do a similar build using him. But synchrony, it would be cool if you could see how much damage the actual gains you got are, because you can see we actually do quite a lot of damage to the enemies. We are dealing a huge amount of damage there. I think we did have our Ascension up and running as well. but definitely does make a huge difference going forward. So we do get the damage increases to frontal, which gives everything except for lightning bolt, which doesn't have frontal tag, which is like completely insane. I don't know why it doesn't, but it doesn't. So there's nothing we can really do about that. Okay, we do want more crit as well. Again, crit is king. Absolutely everything in this game can crit, including your minions. So you always want to try and make sure you get 100% crit chance. And then we're going to look for cast frequency as well. That is why we keep getting ourselves hurt. We do have adrenaline, don't forget about that. And it's going to give us a whack ton of cast speed, up to 60% based on the amount of life that we're missing. So we do want to stay low life. It's a bit dangerous, but especially in the beginning when you're new to the game and you're not used to dodging all of the enemy attacks. If that is the case, then don't go with adrenaline, but it is very, very strong. You could mix and match adrenaline and what's the other one called? Recklessness, and they work very, very well together. Both of them are like low life builds, low life runes, sorry, and they really, really help you deal a lot of damage when you are on low life. Unfortunately there we did get whacked quite hard by the Chaos Bringer, or was that the Fallen Knight? I think it was the Chaos Bringer, but we did get really hit hard there unfortunately, and we lost one of our lives. So again, it is very, very risky, but you know, you gotta risk it for the biscuit and try your best to survive as much as possible. So we're gonna go for a lot of the damages over there. I don't see much life. We have skipped over quite a bit of life. Obviously the higher life, the more cast frequency you're gonna get. So like there, we want the life. Still not seeing our lightning bolt for some reason. I just don't know why it ain't coming out today. It really doesn't like us. We don't have any more rerolls, but we can banish block. We're not going to use it. Get the cast frequency over there and more cast frequency on that as well. And then as soon as the next bosses spawn, we'll grab a mana crystal as well, and that's just going to help us with even more cast frequency and damage as well as the multicast. That's 112% increased multicast. We've got multicast mastery, so that's going to help as well, and we also have a lot of cast frequency as well to go with it, so it's going to be beautiful as soon as that's there. I mean, you can already see we've got like a 1 second cooldown on the poison bolt, and because of multicast, you see quite a few of them as well. I don't even know why I'm running around in such a big circle. We can literally do this a lot smaller, and unfortunately we did pick that up, but the bosses are going to spawn relatively soon, so just pick up all the other crystals so that we can keep it up and running. But you can see now we've got that multicast. It does make a big difference. We just got to dodge that. Even though we're inside of it, you can still dodge it. There are R-frames in the game, so you are able to dodge things even when you are standing completely inside of them, and that's going to keep you nice and healthy like that. Alright, some more cast frequency from everything. I should have taken the life over there. Again, I completely, it just like skips my mind. But don't be like me, don't be an airhead. Do make sure you grab those life upgrades. You are going to need it for the cast frequency. Alright, get ourselves ready so that the next upgrade or the next mana crystal that we pick up is going to give us that beautiful damage that we need. We've got 95% crit, so the multicast there is beautiful. And let's keep going. We don't want to pick that up, but that disappeared right in front of our eyes. Hello? Hello, game? Why you disappear? Alright, so you can die first. Fantastic. You're dead as well because you're in my way. Plague Bearer dead. And then we've just got the Eternal Guardian who is dead as well. It's going to be very interesting. I think Frostbolt is going to be the one dealing the most amount of damage. It is on a 0.2 second cooldown. That is insane. What? We don't even have Scent of Blood, and we have reached the cap of cast frequency on the skill. So that is insane. 0.2% 0.2%, 0.2 cast frequency. That is ridiculously low. You can't get lower, so it doesn't even... I'm just going to take this in case we get more life, but you can't get lower than 0.2 seconds, so it's definitely Frostbolt that's doing the most amount of damage to the enemies. That 0.2 second cool cast frequency is ridiculous, and we didn't even do anything with you know, Scent of Blood or anything like that. Normally you need Scent of Blood to hit the cooldown, but getting it over here just shows that you know, it's very, very strong. And I think this is probably the strongest bolt build that we have done you know, recently, and it's just ridiculous. Alrighty, there we go. Oh, look, we finally got the lightning bolt right at the end. Oh, wow. Bloody stupid. Honestly. Just typical, you know. Sometimes the game gives you what you want immediately, and other times you gotta really suffer for it. And we don't have a dodge. Ow. Okay, luckily we still had a laugh at least. But did not have a dodge up there, unfortunately. And this would actually have been really good for a negative effect, not a negative effect build, but that actually would have been really strong for a ice stacking build as well, just because of Frostbolt having that ridiculously low cooldown over there. So let's see which ones did the most damage and which ones are worth actually picking up as bolt skills. Frostbolt, Firebolt, dealing a whack ton of damage there. So I'm actually surprised by the Firebolt's damage, but it is one of the only bolts that do damage as well. You can see, okay, Lightning Bolt we didn't get for long enough to really test it, but Poison Bolt only does poison damage. The actual bolts don't do damage, and Chromatic Bolt's damage is more the negative effects, which actually dealt 5.2 million damage. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.